What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital, and we are back for the Euro 2020 review.
First one.
First one.
That's been 5 years in the making.
5 years in the making, that's right.
Well, for Macedonia, a little longer.
Forever.
Yeah.
And not a good start. But look, Seb, the tournament has kicked off finally. The first game, Turkey and Italy, that kicked off the tournament. We spoke about my dark horses. We spoke about other people's dark horses in Italy as well, which I don't know. I don't know if I'm calling him a dark horse just because of the powerhouse that Italy are. But so far the tournament, just in general, the first couple of days, obviously there's still one group still to play, which is that group of death. But so far for you, in general, the tournament, you're enjoying it, you're liking it. Has it lived up to the expectations for you, or not really?
It's had a lot happen already. Obviously, things outside of just football.
Let's mention that one quickly. Yeah, so
maybe we should start off with that.
Yeah, maybe we should start off with that. We all know what happened with Christian Eriksen. Obviously, we like to just send our prayers. We know he's okay now.
Yeah, it's good. We've learned that he's doing all right now.
But very scary.
The scariest thing, off camera we were talking about back in the day, watching videos of that happening, and you never think it's going to happen to a player you actually know. And it happens when you least expect it, and it was very scary images, seeing him on the floor, seeing his face just literally lifeless, literally lifeless. Yeah. And thank God they were able to save him, bring him back, because he did die on the pitch. Yeah,
everyone did well. The referee reacted quickly. Players reacted quickly. I think they knew almost straight away that something wasn't right.
Super wrong, yeah.
But yeah, look, our prayers go out to him. Hopefully
he can play again. But
hopefully he can play again. It's doubtful, but the main thing is that he's still here. Yeah. I guess, you know what I mean. So
that's good.
Christian Eriksen, get better. Hope to see you on the pitch soon. Even if it's not as a player, maybe as a manager, maybe just a coach, maybe just even to see him come back into the Euros, just to be part of the squad. Yeah. Sit on the bench, just to see him there will be nice. But yeah, man, it is a scary,
super bizarre,
very scary moment there.
But let's move on from that.
Yeah, before I cut you off, sorry, we had to just mention that. So what are you thinking the first couple of days so far for you?
Yeah, it was interesting. Interesting games. Some underwhelming performances from teams, like obviously Spain not hitting their mark. But the first game was an interesting matchup. Let's start with Italy, Turkey, as we've already mentioned. Comfortable result for Italy. Not a good start for Turkey. People giving them a lot of
the underdog,
a lot of
dark horse status, like myself.
But Italy was strong. Italy were professional. That was the biggest thing. They did a really solid performance. 3-0, bro. That's the perfect start to a tournament.
Yeah, and it doesn't look good for Turkey because you can take a defeat, but a 3-0.
It's a lot of goals.
It's a lot of goals almost straight away, and especially seeing the other game between Switzerland and Wales, I've seen a lot of promising signs for both teams. Even though I thought Switzerland, aging squad, maybe don't have much there. Maybe that Ebola there, he was on a score sheet for that game. Yeah, they got someone in him that can score a goal, and so 3-0 for Turkey. They got a big job to do now. They need to get at least I'm going to say 4 points to try even get that third place.
Wow,
to try even qualify for the next round. But Italy just way too strong. Way too good.
Defensively.
And you saw that one who made that tackle. Who made that tackle for Italy? I can't remember who it was, but then it was like a goal. So they celebrated it like it was a goal.
Man, 3 games. You got 3 games to make it to the next round. 3 goals up. That's a big. They got 1 foot in the door already.
Yeah.
And Turkey, unfortunately, 1 foot out.
It is. That's the way. The best thing. I think the best result for Turkey was that 1-1 draw with Wales and Switzerland, because now they're only really 1 point behind. So if they need to get a result, and I think Turkey can do it. To be honest,
it's not over. But
maybe the nerves of the occasion, maybe some other teams as well that we'll mention later on, maybe got to them a little bit. It is in Rome. Yeah,
that's
they got maybe a bit of an advantage, but does it really matter? I mean,
well, look, but it is what it is at the end of the day. And like you have to play there. You can't tell the table, but we're at their home ground. Doesn't matter. But they got a chance to beat Wales and definitely Switzerland too. Wales, I was a bit underwhelmed by.
Yeah.
I was not hoping, I was expecting a bit more, but they just didn't really offer anything, and
There was a few promising moments. I mean,
they took Daniel James off, which was pretty strange.
yeah, he was a bit lively, but what he doesn't
Playing well.
besides running at defenders or trying to run in behind, he doesn't really offer much, to be honest. Bale as well, a little bit off in this game.
Ramsey he's got a whole season to catch up on fitness, really, because he didn't play anything this year. So, and that showed. So I'm sure they'll get better.
And like we said with their manager, that Robert Page has come in as a caretaker, like we mentioned in the preview, as a caretaker. So I don't know, is he going with the same tactics as Giggs was? Has he changed up tactics? And if he has, in a short period of time, can that make a difference? Is it a risk? But anyone's to play for that second and maybe even third place in Group A.
You kind of that mentality. You got to go. You want to take the.
But yeah, look, that group is exciting to see what's going to happen. So we're going to see some. I think this was a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think these games kick off again in that group.
Yeah.
But we'll go over to the next. Wait, where are we? The next.
Yeah, that's the next one.
Yeah, the next couple of games where we've seen the Denmark and Finland game. We all know what happened, like we just touched on at the start.
They were definitely affected by the incident.
Yeah, look,
they didn't want to play that.
I just think I don't think it was just Denmark. I think the Finland players also were affected. You can just tell.
Yeah. It was just different.
You could tell. Yeah, but it was good to see one thing from the crowd while they were waiting for a decision where the game was going to continue on, is how the Finland fans were chanting Christian, Denmark fans Eriksen, which was good to see.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah. Eventually, the game did get played. I think they were given 3 choices by UEFA. To play.
I've read that, but I think the Peter Schmeichel said that just wasn't true.
Okay,
that they had no choice but to play.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought that there was one choice that they continued playing. There was another one where they had 48 hours. Was it to play?
I think they're going to play the rest of the 50
the next day. The next day, yeah. And or to forfeit with a 3-0 defeat, which was another one.
Imagine that. Imagine that punishment.
From what I heard as well, I thought from what I was hearing as well, Christian Eriksen, because I don't know who he spoke to. He said he was okay. He said it was fine, and he wanted the players to continue. He wanted the team to continue. So but I'm not sure how
I wouldn't make an official decision on that. You know.
Yeah, no, 100%. But yeah, look, you're right there. But yeah, look, Denmark ended up losing 1-0 in that game. I think Finland, first time in a major tournament as well. I mean, they had all to play for. They had their fans there backing them, and it was it was nothing to lose as well. I think Denmark are the favourites to progress from this. From that group.
Belgium was the favourite.
Yeah, but out of the other 2 teams, you got to say they're the favourites to go through.
But losing this game puts them in some trouble. Obviously, Belgium winning 3-0 with Russia is going to be bottom. This is a game that they want to win, because if they have Belgium next and they lose that game, which they probably will. Man, that's a scary last game to have to go and play. Like, a lot of pressure to go beat Russia. Should it be the next game?
Let's look at these games just quickly for Group B.
So Belgium's the next game, man. So that could be 2 losses in a row, bro.
That's where it's a bit sticky, because Belgium, that's their chance to qualify into the next stage. So it is going to be tricky for Denmark. But then, like we just touched on, Belgium putting Russia to the sword there. I mean, one of the tournament, I wouldn't say favourites, but one of the tournament teams, like favourites, expected to go very close this time.
Yeah.
Very close. 3-0. Lukaku dedicating his goal to Christian Eriksen there. He's got 2 on the board, and then the other one was from who scored the other goal for?
The other goal for them was
who set it up?
It was all the way at the top. Munier.
So there you go. I think he set up the first one for Lukaku, I think it was. Oh, no, the last one he set up for Lukaku. Yeah, one of them. But Belgium just dominated this game, and shows their class. Yeah. No De Bruyne as well. So if he does come back in, if De Bruyne does come back in, then it's going to be very interesting to see what happens for the rest of the tournament for Belgium.
But even Hazard didn't, he wasn't part of the team, was he?
Hazard, yeah, I think Hazard played.
He didn't start.
Let's see. Thorgan Hazard did, didn't he?
Yeah, Torgan Hazard. Yeah, I'm talking about Eden.
Eden Hazard. Yeah. The other, his brother started. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine how your brother starting over you.
Yeah.
That's even. But looking at that back line, like you got Alderweireld, aging, Vertonghen, aging as well.
But still good, still quality. I mean, talk about aging defenders, bro. Italy.
Yeah.
They've got the oldest in the game.
Yeah.
And that's just experience, bro, at the end of the day. And let's look at this as well. Alderweireld and Vertonghen spent a long time playing club football together too, so that's a connection that's pretty valuable and hard to find in international football.
Yeah.
So
there was with Godin and Jimenez.
Yeah. Not
playing
anymore, though,
not anymore. Yeah, but for years they were playing together, and it showed, especially in the World Cup.
Yeah.
They just won, I think, the Europa League then, and in that Uruguayan squad, they showed how solid they were all season, and they continued that in international. Maybe that's what some clubs should do. That's what maybe Ollie's trying to do at United, trying to get
the English behavior.
Ake in the back. No, Ake's not.
He's Dutch.
He's Dutch. But so Belgium dominate. I think that game really. I think it was a walk in the park for them.
Yeah, safe
so
to say.
Looks like they're gonna go through already.
They'll cement top spot. I think just first and second and third up for grabs. And now Denmark, they got a big task ahead of them in the next game because that's virtually a must-win game. Yeah. And it's against Belgium. You don't want that.
Yeah, then in Group C, here we had Austria versus Macedonia. Now, it was a hard one to stomach, this one. Yeah. Going into it, you're relying on
you got to prepare for it.
No, look.
It's like hoping for the best but expecting the worst. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I mean, look, going into this one, you're hoping to get a result. I mean, let's not forget Macedonia. I'm not sure where Finland are ranked. But I think Macedonia is probably the worst ranked team in the tournament.
I believe so.
Yeah, and I think we're the only team. I'm not sure if there's another team here. There might be another one. No, I think maybe Macedonia is the only one that have qualified. They didn't qualify for the Euro qualification. It was through the Nations League that they did qualify. So you're looking at that, and you're saying worst ranked team, the ultimate underdog against Austria, which. That individually they do have some quality players, and that was shown especially in this game. But overall, man, I think both teams very, very similar. Like collectively as a team, I don't think Austria were that much better. It was their stars, Alaba that stepped up.
Yeah.
A few
off the bench.
And Arnautovic off the bench. It shows their quality, and they got their goals. And I think, I don't know, maybe the occasion got to Macedonia a little bit as well.
Look, man, it's understandable. You got a whole history of a country on your back now, and it's up to these guys to do something for the first time. And that's a lot.
Look, they did make history. The one thing that I was telling you, I don't know if I said it in the preview, that if we don't win, get a goal. Don't leave the fans that haven't celebrated a goal going into this first ever major tournament. And who else but Goran Pandev to step up and
had to be
slot it home, and it was a great moment, especially. But look, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. I think in that group as well, we had Holland and Ukraine. Ukraine, look, they do have some great players. Like we've seen some good goals. They did come back from 2-0 down.
Yeah,
but I think Macedonia showing that fighting spirit maybe can get a result there. And fingers crossed that Holland beat Austria, and then they rest players.
Yeah, well,
in that last game.
They'll have
thinking
to
a bit
Ukraine.
of tactics here for Macedonia somehow to come through with the third place qualification for the next round. But look, to be honest, man, I'm just proud that we did get that goal. That's the main thing for me. And just if we don't win a game in this tournament, make it interesting. Let's take Ukraine to the wire. Let's score a couple of goals, 1 or 2 goals, even if you get a draw out of it. And it's weird, Macedonia against the bigger nations, or the powerhouses, if you want to call them, they decide to win games. Like we saw before the tournament, they beat Germany in the World Cup qualifier, and they've done it to so many other teams before, man. Even in the past, I think they've maybe beaten England or drawn to England.
There's something there, man. There's something there, and there's something to be achieved. And that Pandev goal, like as we talked about off camera, it wasn't just a means nothing goal. Like it put them back in the game, which means that these guys, they're capable of doing something, and they've got the goal. That's step number 1. Number 2, get the points, and it could come, man. Look, Ukraine there up for grabs. Netherlands, very average. Good team on paper, struggled badly.
Yeah.
So and there's something there, man.
And look, with players like you look at Elmas and you look at Alioski, they offer so much going forward. And even with the experience of Pandev, like what was it, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, he won the Champions League with Inter under Jose Mourinho.
Yeah,
he was so close.
volley.
He was so close to signing for Chelsea actually when Mourinho was there too. He wanted him at Chelsea, and he's still getting in the goals. He's one of them players just so ruthless and you never know, like that fighting spirit can carry on maybe the next 2 games and just put some goals on the give the fans something to cheer about. Get the opening goal against Ukraine. Get the opening goal against Holland. Keep pushing
Imagine
them.
that.
They need to I think they kind of they're rushing a lot of things instead of keeping calm.
Yeah.
Slowing down the tempo a little bit. It's we just conceded 1 goal. It's fine. They've still got the rest of the half and the second half to go, and it was just a misplaced passes. Though it was just calm it down a little bit.
It's to be expected because, as you said, the occasion is huge, and a lot of history to be made, and only a handful of players in that squad play at the highest level in world football. So they will improve as it goes. Like with the results before this, it shows they're gonna keep getting better.
Yeah, hopefully
they're a legitimate team, a squad.
Hopefully. But yeah, look, Holland as well, Netherlands, 3-2, 2-0 up.
The last minute winner by
Ake.
Dumfries.
Nah. Oh yeah. Ake assist that was. Yeah. Ake put the ball in. He came off the bench, Ake. But then look, Holland as well, man. Like looked comfortable.
Shaky.
And then a little bit complacent.
Yeah, they let the game get way too close. And again, with the dramatics, last minute winner. 85th minute, sorry. But
it took him a while to get into it because in the first half the goal, I felt like the goal was coming for Holland, and then like Wijnaldum ended up getting one after the ball was kind of in and around that area, the penalty spot, and he slotted it at home, which was a good finish to be honest. But they kept piling on the pressure.
What
Memphis.
about Yarmolenko's goal?
Yeah.
Bro, that was a screamer.
You know what? We've seen that. We've seen that happen like so many times in the Prem. We've seen them kind of goals from him, and yeah, man, just took it. It was a goal of the tournament contender till this morning. So, so didn't take long, but definitely a good finish. And look, they came back into it, man. They came back into it. Got that. Literally, 2-3 minutes later, got another, made it 2-2. But wasn't enough, and it would have been good for Macedonia if this ended up as a draw as well.
Imagine that. That's a big.
But then now it kind of we gotta hope that Holland win the next game, and then hopefully get a result in the last 2 games if Holland rest players. But so there's Group C,
shaping up interesting.
Group D. This was like maybe one of the games to watch out for.
Probably the biggest so far.
Yeah, England and Croatia there.
Semi-final from the World Cup.
Semi-final from the World Cup. Yep, and look, bro. Croatia, after watching them,
think they got something?
I think they're not making it out of the group.
Yeah.
If they continue like that, the way I've seen Scotland and the Czech Republic play, if Croatia does not step it up, they won't make it out of this group. Not even through the 3rd place finish.
Wow, okay.
I just thought that, it was 3, now it would be 3 years ago since that World Cup final.
A lot changes.
A lot has changed, yes, we know that, but it's like, it wasn't the Croatia that was hyped in this game, especially against England. Like, let's not forget, England and Croatia have a big history when it comes to them versing each other. Croatia was the reason England didn't make the Euros. When was it? 2008?
Was it then?
2000. I think so. 2008. They didn't make the Euros. I think because it was Croatia knocked them out. Like the last World Cup, the semi-final, Croatia knocked them out, and they've had a lot of. I think in the Nations League or the qualifications, whatever, they've versed each other again. So there's a lot of big games between these 2 countries. And to be honest, England, looked very comfortable the whole game through. The whole game, England to me looked comfortable. A few half chances by Croatia. And look, to be fair, England didn't create massive goal scoring opportunities. If you look back and be like, that could have been a goal. A few half chances from them as well. But I think not much to worry about when it came to Croatia threatening that the goal.
Well, look, it was only 1-0, so the scoreline there would make it seem tense. But at the end of the day, England came up against probably the second hardest team in the group, and then they got the result. Didn't cop a goal. Good start.
And it was questionable lineup by
was,
Southgate.
Controversial.
I think we're talking about it before even the lineup came out in the group chat where. there was rumours Trippier might start in left back, which it did happen. Especially when you have Chilwell, especially having Chilwell and Luke Shaw.
That Rashford didn't start.
Rashford did, yeah, but that the front line, I think you can mix and match, and you're not really losing much. But just in that back line, to have Walker, which Walker I think had a poor game a few times. He just passed the ball out.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to see if he starts in the next game. But
they got the beauty of choice, England, which is lucky. And yeah, look,
no Grealish as well.
Yeah,
no Grealish in this game. Grealish didn't even come on. I don't think
they're playing the long game, man. Like it's tough. The games are going to come thick and fast. They've had a long season already, so it's not too bad to put a few surprises in there early, and then all the key players will be ready to go when it really matters.
Yeah. Harry Kane had a chance in the back. I don't think he was injured from hitting that post, running into the post there, but. Look, England didn't have that many chances, but I think it was very comfortable. The only chances that Croatia did have was maybe self-inflicted by England, that header back by Trippier where Pickford had to come out. And then there was one where it was miscommunication between Walker and Pickford, which I think Walker kind of shielded off pretty well anyways. And then you had Croatia just from outside 20 yards out trying to whack one in.
Well,
and England... And then you got players like the 17-year-old Jude Bellingham coming on and running amok, the energy with him, and then trying to link up with Rashford. So many players trying to... And look, that was the thing. It was the way England were going to get a goal against Croatia. They needed someone running behind their defenders. And then if you really look at that goal, you've seen Harry Kane, which is England's probably the biggest threat, maybe one of the biggest threats in the tournament.
Yeah, 100%.
He drags the defenders out wide, which let... Raheem Sterling come in behind the defenders and then get in front of one of them, and just all he needed to do is direct the ball in the back of the net.
And he did well.
And Sterling has got a lot of stick, especially throughout the season, especially being picked. If you look at social media, the Twitter sphere, why is Sterling starting? I think he just kind of shut a lot of people up. But England looking good, looking comfortable. I think the next game's against Scotland.
Yeah, it is. I believe it's on Saturday.
Let's have a quick look. Saturday. Yeah, that's right. Saturday, 5 o'clock in the morning. Nice and early if you live in Australia. But yeah, that's going to be a big one too. Big rivalry there. Yeah, big rivalry there. So it's going to be interesting.
But to be honest, I think that England will be pretty comfortable in that one.
But I don't know. Look, I know Scotland lost 2-0. Getting on to that next game against the Czech Republic. Man, like I'm watching Scotland, and how they stayed at 0, how they did not score a goal, baffles me. I think Adams maybe should have started in this one. Chai Adams should have started. He looked threatening when he came on. But other than that, man, like.
Well, to be fair, that was it the first goal, right? The first goal was the second goal, as we already mentioned, probably goal of the tournament. It's a shout.
Yeah.
And that will, man, if you cop that in a game, you're like, oh, shit.
It's just heartbreaking. Right, I know, I get it. I get it, it's heartbreaking, but at the same time, man, like, they had so many, even the half chances that they could have scored, some clear-cut chances that they could have scored as well.
There was one cut back that was just,
and the keeper saved it.
Saved
it with his foot. There was one that the keeper saved it with his foot.
No, this one was, they cut it in, but the defender got to it before the striker, but bro, like, it was a great ball, and till the very last second, it looked like he's gonna get that and it's in. But the defense was crafty for the Czech Republic. And do you think they expected that result? Like, do you think they came in confident of winning this game?
With the Czech Republic,
yeah,
I think of course they're gonna be up for it, and of course they're gonna especially against Scotland, who 33 years haven't been in a major tournament.
That's pretty nuts, bro.
Yes,
because they've always had players, man. They've always had players.
Yeah, always falling short. And look, man, it's disappointing for Scotland, but Czech Republic, I think the one thing about the Czech Republic, their defense was so tight, putting their body on the line for every single ball, every single tackle, every challenge. They were trying to win the ball first, and everything they reacted to it quickly, like that goal. Yeah, sees the keeper off his line, doesn't think twice. Where other players will keep dribbling, just hit it. What's there to lose? You get on, and the way like the ball just
that was going so far wide,
and it just did these.
That was going corner post. Corner flag.
Roberto Carlos just
just nuts. Great goal.
Took a U-turn, took a detour, and went almost in the top corner there. So
that's what these tournaments are made of as well. Moments like that.
Moments like that. You're right, 100%. But disappointing for Scotland.
They got a lot of work to do now.
Yeah, especially with England in the next game. If they don't win this one, then it's, I don't know, against Croatia, if they're going to get a result there, if Croatia are going to be pushing on as well. So
it's a tough group.
It is a tough group for Scotland maybe to get out of, but you never know. You never know. Football, we've seen already like some surprises with even Holland losing the lead and then coming back to winning. So you never know. But that was that game, and we're moving on to Group E. So we had Poland and Slovakia. Now, look, before we go on to this game, the two teams that were predicted from us to go through, didn't get the result here.
Yeah, well,
to
be fair, bro, you had a bit of
or is Spain's one a result?
Well, bro, when I saw their squad, I was like,
maybe they should have picked them 2 extra players or the Madrid players. I don't know.
How does this guy have a job? Like, he should have submitted the team sheet, and the person who got the team sheet, like the squad list off him, no worries, you're fired. Next guy, because that's ridiculous, bro. No,
do you know what? Like, okay, bring him, but don't play him if that's the case. At least,
but you got
Ramos.
You got a country of footballers, some of the best in the world, and you don't pick them. Like, I just.
Yeah. Anyways, what were you saying before the?
So with Poland, you had a bit of foresight, saying Lewandowski doesn't really show up at these tournaments.
Yeah, you look at some of the last few tournaments, especially was it the Euro?
The Nations League?
No, not. Maybe it was the last World Cup. I think there was that was kind of like their kind of golden generation where if they didn't make a push for,
and that's it,
something that the players are kind of aging and maybe they weren't going to reach that step. Lewandowski as well, man. The last few tournaments, everyone picks him to be the golden boot winner or up there.
You can understand.
And it
why.
100%. He's absolutely world record season.
Exactly. Yeah.
Record breaking season this year. So he does it well for Bayern, but I just think he can't do it by himself. He needs the players around him. And unfortunately, Poland, the players that they do have, they're still good players, but I think just they don't have the legs anymore. Like you look at, like even Slovakia, I mean, they got Hamšík, whose legs are kind of going too. He's older too than most of these players. And
is he still at Napoli? Just a random?
I don't know, man.
I feel like surely like he's just been there forever. But
he's been. I think he might have moved. I think he might have moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think he kind of moved,
so
but
he's definitely lost his legs then.
Yeah, I don't know, Hamšík. Yeah. He was. You can just picture him in that Napoli jersey that way.
But we talk about those players that live forever for their country, like Pandev. Yeah, he's the Slovakian equivalent.
And you know what's funny? Like they got the kit they wore. Slovakia, the kit they wore, very similar to the Napoli one with the kind of camo style.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah.
That was for him to feel at home.
yeah, that's it. But yeah, man, look, what more can you say? Disappointing. I think they did get a red card, Poland, in this one.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was. I think it was very harsh. Very harsh. I don't even see, like, I think he might have been, it was a second yellow, but I don't even see how that's a yellow, to be honest. You know what I mean? It was a second yellow, I remember, and he barely touched him. He barely touched him. Like, it wasn't even a yellow card. Okay, if you want to give it a free kick, give it a free kick. But to be honest, not a yellow.
And you look at, he's the number 10. Like, he's pivotal to the team's success, and obviously they missed him. That's a big loss for Poland. They're going to be chasing those 3 points for the rest of the tournament, or for the next 2 games.
Yeah, especially with Spain and Sweden in the group, it's going to be a bit difficult.
The 2 hardest games are still to come.
That's it. So, you never know what's going to happen with Poland. But look, Spain dominated this game, in my opinion. Dominated.
Yeah. But who's their striker? Who's their striker?
Mr. Morata. Sometimes I was thinking it was Werner for a second. But
take him over Morata.
Spain don't have any other strikers available? No, there's no any Spanish equivalent to.
Bro, I'd take a David Villa today.
Could they get Costa back in?
Oh, bro, Costa.
Where is he? What's he doing these days?
Is he still at Atletico?
Nah, he left. He packed his bags. Where did he go? Let us know in the comments. Where did Costa go?
Tell us, man.
I remember doing a transfer rumor, him going to Wolves. Yeah, that's the last I heard of him.
Yeah, true.
That's the last I actually heard of him. January.
Maybe got offended. He's like, I'm done with soccer.
Yeah, it's done. But bro, Spain, man.
They're missing leaders.
Missing players.
Real Madrid players.
Missing players.
Missing players.
Just
gave themselves 2 red cards pre-tournament.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Look, it's Sweden's, like, they're a good team. obviously missing their greatest ever player in
Ibrahimovic.
But you got Seb Larsson, who's just in my opinion, a great player, very underrated in the world of football. I think so because he's awesome. Sanderberg, a lot of hype.
Forsberg as well.
Yeah. Isaac, he's one that has a lot of potential for the future.
And don't forget Lindelof, mate. He got man of the match.
He's that guy that shows up for the country.
He got given man of the match, and Mr. What's his name? Aloisi wasn't happy on Optus Sports, saying it's outrageous to give him while Olsen was making all the saves. Which is a fair call, to be honest. I think Olsen, kept them in it.
Yeah,
Olsen kept them in it, and Lindelof, putting his body on the line for a lot of the tackles. Sweden were, to be honest, they weren't threatening at all in this game, and but it was all Spain.
Sound.
Like you look at Spain's team, and
bro, there's no leaders on that field. I'm sorry. Bro, they didn't even play De Gea. Why? Bro,
Laporte. They bought Laporte from France.
Yeah,
like it was a mid-season transfer window. Like we just bought Laporte, and then what happened didn't work out for you.
Well, they did keep a clean sheet.
They did keep a clean sheet. Yeah, okay, you're right.
How many shots did Sweden have, you reckon?
Let's get some match stats there. I can't remember. To be honest, I can't remember them having a shot. No shots on target. Two shots off target.
So defensively, Spain did what they had to do, but
look at their attempts though.
Yeah, far out.
Yeah, so you got 8 off target, 5 on target. Yeah, man, it's 6 corners. There's 2 offsides. They won the stats.
Nothing.
Spain won the stats. Stat padding, getting shots on target, but the only stat that counts is the one right at the top, Seb, which is nil also. I don't know, man. Like, I look at their squad. I don't see who's getting the goals for them.
Who's gonna take
Fernan Torres
to the final?
Koke, Rodri, who's like
those are good players, but this is Fernan Torres' first major tournament, right? He just had his breakout season with Man City, and he had a good season, but like, this isn't who I would want for my country to lead the line. And Morata will bring everyone down. Sorry. I know it's harsh, but bro.
You didn't know, you're right. But with Torres, Aguero was out majority of the season, and there was times that Pep didn't even play no striker. He was playing Sterling and De Bruyne up front and leaving Jesus and Torres on the bench at times. So
and now he's starting for the national team.
For the national team. Bro,
Bizarre.
Could Spain not make it out of this group?
I'm going to say something crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't score a goal in the tournament. I said to you, I don't know if I said it on camera or off camera last week, but I said, like, for them to not make it out of the group stages.
Bro, you know what? Optus Sports always have this, like, match day tipping thing.
Yeah.
Maybe get onto that one. Because some of their tips, Michael Bridges gave me a tip. 3-0 England and hat-trick, lost $30.
Come on, man. Come on, Bridgie.
Come on, Bridgie. You're killing me here. But
27 Premier League games. You need to know these things.
But I'm going to put that one, no goals from every game, no goals from Spain,
goals.
So don't let me down, Seb.
Let me see their bench. Even didn't start Thiago. Aspilicueta on the bench.
What's he going to do? What's Thiago going to do? Sideways, hold possession. Hold possession. They already had 73% possession. So what?
How many sideways passes?
Adama Traore didn't come on. He can be a threat.
Can be a threat, but still, if that's what you're relying on your country, like Spain, bro, like they've fallen a long way from.
Who does this keeper play for? Because you had Sanchez from Brighton and
Real Madrid.
Athletic. What, Bilbao? Is that Bilbao?
Yeah, Bilbao. It's a dildo of a decision.
It's a weird one, but.
And then who's this? Olmo. Who does he play for?
Elmo? Sesame Street.
Leipzig. Should have got him on the back.
Should have got him on our jerseys. Yeah, so you got Elmo playing for Sesame Street FC. He's like, and the red kid does not working out for him. And then, of course, Morata. Who did he get subbed off for? Who's that?
For Sarabia. Wow.
Who's that?
Look at that. But how defensive is that? They're not winning.
So
and
they go for midfielder.
For a midfielder.
That's not. Is that Paris FC?
Luis Enrique is from Barcelona. Yeah, like, aren't they? The Catalonians are trying to leave the country. This guy's trying to punish Spain. This is an inside job.
Yeah,
this is an inside job.
Agent.
You heard it here first, bro.
Agent. Enrique.
Double agent.
Yeah.
Catalonian first, Spanish second. Anyways, look.
You're right, man. You're right. Did he even pick any Barca players?
Yeah, Alba, captain.
Yeah, captain. But guys, is that it? Is that it? That's it for the first couple. We still got Group F to take place this morning. So by the time maybe this video comes out, that group would have already been played.
Yep.
So we do got Hungary versus Portugal in the first game, and that blockbuster with France and Germany.
That's some game, bro.
So what are you thinking? Can Hungary make an upset?
Look, bro, like with the results that have happened so far.
Cancelo got pulled out of the squad.
Why?
COVID. So Dalot, Man United's Diogo Dalot is in.
There you go.
So
bro.
Is that gonna be?
Surely he's good enough, bro. We don't need Trippier.
Yeah, I don't know about that. There's no official bid from AC Milan, so you never know.
Yeah.
But so that's one change. Is it a massive change? I don't think so. I think they still got quality players there.
Certainly a loss, but it's not devastating. And Delot's not the worst player to come in and back you up in that position. But they still got so much creativity. Bernardo Silva's one we didn't mention last time, but bro, like I can't see Hungary. Getting the ball in their box. To be honest with you.
Ronaldo will be fired up for this one.
Ronaldo's licking his lips right now.
Will be his last Euro, I think. It would be his last
Ronaldo Euros, yeah.
Euro, yeah.
Has to
did you see his interview? Moving away all the Coke bottles.
Because I didn't.
Do they sponsor us? No, I don't know. Moving away the bottles because he's, what's that, Herbalife? Needs the water, stay hydrated.
Oh, that's a sponsorship shit, bro.
Yeah. That's right.
Coca-Cola's good for you.
That's the same as Floyd. Did you see Floyd the other day?
No, what he did.
It's like, are they paying us? No, fuck off. You should get put it. These guys can.
Lucky Mount Franklin's paying us.
Mount Franklin's paying us, and the Red Bull Leipzig, Red Bull Capital, Red Bull still haven't got back to us, man. What are we gonna do about this sponsorship? look, sticking. We'll get that Elmo guy on our jerseys, all right? Just sponsor us. But Portugal, look, I think they'll win comfortably.
I reckon
you never know. 3-0.
Another 3-0. The
Bruno,
third 3-0.
Bruno Fernandes get on the score sheet there, stat padding, take a penalty off Ronaldo as well.
That'll be the day, bro. Even he knows. Like,
but
that's why he's so desperate for United, bro. He's like, in the national team, like, I don't get to take penalties. I can only do it in the Premier League.
That's why the deal hasn't gone through, the Ronaldo deal to United, because Bruno's he's like, nah, don't make it happen.
I need these goals.
I need these goals. But then the big one, probably the biggest one of the whole round so far.
Bro, that might be the biggest of the whole group stages, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you're right.
What's bigger?
Yeah.
Maybe France-Portugal because of the grand final rematch. The final rematch. Sorry.
Well, from the last Euro.
From the last Euro,
yeah. But what are you saying for this one, man?
France, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like
Germany,
as good as they can be, they could have like a Spain-esque.
Germany kind of get better.
Yeah, that's right. They play the long game.
They kind of get better, so they might, I don't know, maybe a draw in this one.
It's not bad.
I could definitely see a draw in this one.
You reckon?
Yeah, I could see a draw. I can see even maybe a 0-0, man. I think hyping up the biggest game, and it's a 0-0. Like we see it always happen. Liverpool, Man United, and 0-0. You got the biggest games, and
but the thing is,
Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, title decider, and then 0-0.
Bro, that was so shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it could be one of them. I hopefully not. I mean,
But it's the right time for, say, Germany to play France. You want to get the hardest game
out of the way
first, yeah. Because then, you can, it's pretty much the opposite situation to what I was saying about, who's versing Belgium now? I'm just blanked already. Denmark, that's right. Lost the first game. They got the hardest game to come. You play the hardest game first. The rest is, hopefully uphill. But interesting for that game. I'm keen to see that one. Should be exciting.
It should be a good game. Guys, let us know what you think. Well, I don't know if it probably won't be out by the time. So let us know what you think about the result.
Yeah. 2-0. I'm saying 2-0 for France, Germany.
You're saying 3-0 Portugal.
3-0 for Portugal. Clean sheets everywhere.
Clean sheets. Look, I'm going to say Portugal. Yeah. I can see him scoring. Yeah, they're scoring.
Hungary? Well, yeah. Portugal scoring.
No, Portugal.
Have to score, bro.
You know what? I'm going to give Hungary a goal, though. I'm going to give Hungary a goal. I'm going to go 3-1. Hungary maybe getting the first goal. You never know.
Ooh,
you never know. And then with the France, Germany, any sort of draw, I think it might happen. Maybe they'll try not risk much in the first game. See, maybe try get a result, try sneak maybe one on the counter attack. Both players got a lot of pace. You got obviously Mbappe. Germany with like the likes of Sane and what was the other?
Werner's quick.
Werner's quick, but Serge Gnabry again. He got the pace there as well.
Stacked teams. Both teams are fucking stacked.
Yeah. So I can see a draw. I'm gonna go. Let's go 2-2. Let's go interesting. Let's go big interesting.
That's a game I'd
2-2.
watch.
But 0-0, I can say it. I could just see it happening at 0-0.
You
But
reckon no goals? That's big,
I could see it though.
That'd be a crazy 90 minutes if none of them get a goal. Because I feel like there'll be a lot of attacking, but they're both pretty sound defensively, you know.
Yeah, good keepers. Both,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You never know. There's our predictions for that Group F, guys. Let us know what you think in the comments as well. We'll bring you some more videos as well as these games come along. Maybe we'll just do an individual review on just that Group F as well. So, yeah, guys, let us know all your thoughts. Let us know your thoughts. At the moment, has any of your favorites for the tournament or favorites to get out of the group changed? Have your mind changed? Your dark horses, have they let you down? Turkey, you're letting me down. Let's bounce back. Is that the only game, though? Is that the only game today? Is there only 2 games tonight?
2 games tonight, and that finishes the whole round 1.
Yeah, no, is there?
Yeah, tomorrow night. That's tomorrow night.
That's tomorrow night. Correct.
And that's the start of round 2.
Yeah. So so let us know your thoughts. We'll, stay along on this journey of this Euro 2020/21 tournament.
It's so weird they call it 2020.
Yeah, that's what it's labelled. It is that. It'll be a good trivia question in a couple of years' time. A pub question.
What year was the Euro 2020 held?
Imagine getting that one wrong. Who wants to be a millionaire for $1 million?
You'd kill the guy.
Euro 2020 was held in which year? Lock in 2020, Eddie. You got 3 lifelines. Are you sure?
I'm sure, mate.
I'm sure, mate. It's in the writings in the pudding there, mate. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. We'll do videos on the Copa America. But
not forgetting my people.
No, yeah, he's not forgetting his country. His team hasn't played yet. That's why he doesn't want
who cares
to have a bye because Australia pulled out or Qatar pulled out for you.
Qatar, yeah.
But yeah, guys, once again, thanks for watching. Make sure like, share, subscribe, get involved in the conversations, get involved in any sort of debates. Let us know who any of your unpopular opinions in the comments. If you agree with anything we've said, disagree, let us know, and we'll have a chat about it maybe on the next one. Guys, thanks a lot.